What's up everyone, my name is Abby, I like to read, and I just ran up the stairs, so I'm out of breath. So this video is going to be my reading vlog for reading A Court of Silver Flames. At this point, I've already finished it. I forgot to film my intro, so that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, stay tuned to hear my thoughts. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers because, yeah, I'm just going to talk about my thoughts unfiltered. So, yeah, let's just get started with this vlog. Hello, everybody. I haven't vlogged in so long, but, today I did a bad thing. Okay, so I pre-ordered Court of Silver Flames a long time ago, from Barnes & Noble, but, I live in Texas, and, we are having a bit of an issue with existing this week. We had a really bad winter storm, but we have been having like rolling blackouts, and pipes are freezing, and it's been super fun. So my book is delayed in getting here, like the physical copy, and I'm also in the middle of rereading A Court of Wings and Ruin. And then I also needed to reread A Court of Frost and Starlight before I was going to read this book. But I need a bit of a pick-me-up, and so I may have just gotten the book off of Amazon, like the Kindle edition. And I'm going to just come back to those books later, and I'm going to read A Court of Silver Flames. I'm really excited. I'm not like a huge Nesta fan, but I also don't hate her. Let me cuddle with my dog because it's cold. So I'm excited to read this book. Also, I like Cassian. He's a cutie pie. So yeah. I may have to put this vlog into 2 parts. I don't know. My phone is not good at storing large files, so we will see. But yeah, so I will start this book right now, and then I will update you guys. Obviously there's gonna be tons of spoilers because I'm just gonna be talking about all the fun stuff. Freckles is eating himself. All the fun stuff in this book. So if you haven't read the book, or I mean, I guess you may not care about spoilers, but yeah, I have hair on my tongue. But yeah, lots of spoilers coming up. And yeah, I'm gonna start reading it now. Hello everybody. I'm at the barn today with my horse Brock. This is Brock. Oh, okay, wow, already he's walking away from me. But so it's like several days later from when I started reading Court of Silver Flames, and I am not too far in. I'm only on page 200, which sounds like a lot, but it's out of like 758 pages, so really not a lot. But not much is happening so far. Nesta is at the House of Wind, is that what it is, I think? And she's finally being trained by Cassian, and I love those two. Nothing has happened yet between them. I'm still waiting for the steaminess because I haven't read that yet. But I really like those two. I love like the sarcastic, like making fun of each other type of relationship. I really like Nesta. I love how, I mean, she's not an evil person. Like I love how like we can now see her inner conflict of like, even when she's being a bitch, inside her head she's like, it's okay, just don't be a bitch, don't be a bitch, don't be a bitch. And then she just like, she's still a bitch. But I just really like seeing that inner conflict. I have read like the end of the book, so I'm a skim reader. I like to flip ahead and read the end. That's probably why I'm reading it so slowly, because I already know what happens. But so I know, okay, obviously this is gonna be spoilers, so if you haven't read the book, don't watch this. But I know about the blood right, but it's also like very obvious that something was gonna like turn up with the blood right because of how much they went into detail in explaining what it was. I'm just gonna sit down right here. So that was kind of obvious. Sorry, I can't like stop looking at myself on the screen. I look rough. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of obvious that at the end they're gonna have to do the blood right, which is kind of confusing. I don't really understand the whole thing about it. Like, it's not like the Hunger Games, right? There's not just one winner. You don't kill everyone. But then how... I don't really understand what being the winner means. Do you have to kill everyone, or is it just making it to the top of the mountain? I don't know. So I guess we'll see. I really like Gwen. I've also read Adriel's story. I read it before I even started reading the actual book, and I really hope that he ends up with Gwen. I don't think he should be with Elaine. I'm not a huge Elaine fan. I think she's kind of boring. Oh my gosh, I said it. Yeah, she's a little boring. Unlike Nesta, who has a personality, Elaine is just like, okay, I'm Elaine, haha. Yeah, not a fan. The cat was, where did the cat go? Oh, here's the cat. Say hi, Missy. We're getting all the animals today at the barn. So yeah, I really like Gwen. She actually has a personality, and I didn't know who Gwen was. So when I read Asriel's story, I was like, I don't know who Gwen is. I just kind of skimmed over that part. So I need to read that again. But I hope she and Asriel end up together. I think he needs to get off the Moore train, because that's never going to happen, and he needs to not get on the Elaine train. He needs to skip over to the Gwen train, because I like Gwen. She's really funny. Reese, I've also seen a lot of people say that they think Reese is an asshole, and yeah, I think he is being kind of an asshole and unfair to Nesta, but at the same time I kind of understand, because Farah is really hurt by Nesta's attitude and actions. So I get that. Oh, we have another cat. I get that, like, protectiveness, and like in that aspect that he's, you know, he doesn't want to see Farah hurting. But yeah, I mean, he obviously needs to understand that Nesta is also hurting in her own way. But once again, we haven't gotten to the part where we know Farah is pregnant, but I know she is because I read ahead. Okay, we're being joined by another animal. this little baby right here. Okay, sorry, just distractions. What was I saying? Who knows? Oh, Brock is coming back. This is a disaster. Quality content right here, guys. You've seen it. Quality. Don't bite me. Okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. But anyways, what was I saying? I don't even know. This is the worst vlog ever. I like Nesta. I like Cassian. Elaine's boring. Asriel needs to get with Gwen in the next book. Do we know what the next point of view is in the next book? I don't think we do. I hope it's Gwen and Asriel, or Moore. I want a Moore book, because I like Moore. She's badass. What? I had more to say. What was I gonna say? I don't know. They're following me. They're stalking me. They want treats. I also love how Nesta is trying to get the priestesses to train. I think that's really cool, because she can see how much it's like helping her, so she wants to help them too. So I thought that was cool, even though none of them at the moment are training, but I have a feeling that Gwen is going to, because I know things from the end. So yeah, that's where I am now. Obviously I know more things than I've actually read in the book, so I need to probably read a little bit more so that I understand the out of context things that I read when I was flipping through pages. But yeah, I will update you guys on what's happening in the story when I read more. I am so excited. So my physical copy of A Court of Silver Flames finally came in, and I went ahead and added all of my tabs that I was keeping on like the Kindle app. You can like highlight things, so I went ahead and added all of those. I am less than halfway through this book, and so I'm at the part where Emery, is that her name? Oh my gosh. yeah, Emery. So Emery and Gwen have joined Nesta and Cassian in their training, had a few steamy moments with Cassian and Nesta. They're definitely just like using each other for emotions right now, but I feel like, you know, obviously it's gonna develop into something more. So I'm excited to see that happen. Yeah, not much else has happened. Oh, the Trove, the Dread Trove, is that what it's called? The Dread Trove? Dread Trove, that's a tongue twister. So there's those 3 items that, all of the names of like the death gods, and then the high priestess, and then the sorcerer, I'm getting them all confused. The names are all like difficult names with Y's in them. And they're confusing. So I'm getting those confused. I think the human queen who went into the cauldron and now is like old, I think her name starts with the B, the Brielle, I don't know. But, she's trying to find this dead trove, I don't know, these objects in order to find the cauldron? I don't know. I was kind of confused in that part. I think she needs the objects to find the cauldron, but then also the objects have like powers themselves. So I don't know. But they mentioned scrying again, and so I did a reread of this series, but I skipped the last, or like more than half of the last book, and then Court of Frost and Starlight, because I was impatient and I wanted to read this book. So I don't remember quite like the scene when Nesta did her first scrying. I don't know. And it ended up with Elaine getting captured. I don't remember that, but I guess it happened. I guess because I'm gonna go back and reread the book again after I finish this one, so I'll go and see what that was all about. Oh, my dog is gonna drink water and it's gonna be so yeah, I'm interested. Obviously that's going to come into play more in this book. She's going to try to find those objects, but yeah, I'm just super excited to have this book. So yeah, it's the Dust Jackets on my shelf, but I did get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so it is signed. Where's the signature? Here it is. If I can open this, it is signed, and it has the Rhys and Feyre scene at the back. So super excited to read that. I'm gonna go ahead and wait till I read the book, just, you know, because I figured I should save something for the end. But yeah, I'll get back to you when I've read more. So I finally finished the book. I'm filming this clip here like weeks and weeks after I filmed the last one. That's how long it took me to finish this book. Not because it was bad, but because I just didn't have any time. But I have finally completed it. Freckles is behind me. Freckles! There he is. And I just wanted to share some of my thoughts about the end of the book. Because I read the middle of the book so long ago, I don't have a huge recollection of what happened. Obviously, like, training stuff. Most of the book was, like, training with Cassian. The other priestesses started to join, which was really cool. I liked Gwen and, oh my gosh, is it Emery? I'll call her E. I liked their bond with Nesta. I thought that was really cool. She needed some girlfriends. But the ending, I thought the ending was a little bit rushed. First of all, Nesta didn't even get to touch the stone at the end. That was sad. Well, I guess it was important that she was, like, holding off Brelis, that stupid jerk, whatever her name is, E's cousin. I'm glad he's dead. But, like, she was holding off those men while the other two went to go win the blood right. Also, I just thought they were a little too powerful and trained. Like, they were beating all of these men in battle, and they've had like several months worth of training while these guys have been training their entire lives. And I'm like, all for like women power, yeah, beat the shit out of them, but I just feel like if when you compare a lifetime worth of training to like, I don't know, probably less than 6 months of training, I don't think they would have actually won, you know? I think they would have probably died. Because I don't think Nesta even used her power. It was just, like, her fighting skills. And I don't think they were that good. So that was a little bit weird. And I feel like the ending was so fast. Like, the whole climax of the book, or, like, building up to this meeting Briash, okay, I don't know her name, Old Witch Bee, that lady. The whole thing was they needed to collect these dread trove items so that they could, first of all, keep them away from Old Lady Witch, but, like, also fight her with them? Well, I guess, I don't know if that was the point of them, but she could have used them to fight with them, which she did. No, wait, she didn't. She didn't use the trove to fight her. Anyways, so she had the crown, and she was controlling Cassian, which I also feel like if the crown is so, well, I guess, okay, so the crown is powerful, but he was starting to resist it, and at the end, you know those stupid villains in movies where it's like, they're gonna tell you about your plan instead of just doing it, and then you can, like, defeat them because they're just dumb villains? I feel like that loophole of when she told Cassian kill, she didn't say kill Nessa, she just said kill, so Cassian was like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. That was like a very cliche loophole, I think. I feel like I would have liked something else. Like, you really think that the old witch was dumb not to be more specific about who to kill? Like, I don't know. And then it was we didn't get a very big fight scene with Nesta. Nesta just released the cauldron powers and then beat her up and killed her. Like, that's it. I would have liked to see more of a fight between the two, because this whole book was building up to that. But, you know, and then she goes and she saves Feyre. And, ooh, this little thing at the end, she said that someone, like, when she was giving her cauldron powers back, she said someone was there with her and, like, touched her shoulder. So I was like, can you not do that right now? And Cassian was thinking it was the mother, like the goddess or whatever. But I thought it was so interesting that Nesta changed Feyre and herself so that they could now have Illyrian children. Like, I guess they made their hips wider? I don't know. Freckles, stop! So I just thought that was a really interesting add-on. They kind of just, it wasn't very obvious. It was a very subtle mentioning in that book. Like, the doctor or the healer was like, oh, you've changed, Feyre. Your body is bigger now. So I just thought that was, like, it was just thrown in there, just like a passing comment. I thought that was funny. So yeah, they can have more children now, which is cute. Cassian and Nesta, I like them together. I really hope that the next book is Asriel and Gwen. I don't want Asriel to be with Elaine. Elaine, I don't know, I don't like her. She's just there. But Gwen has such an amazing story, and I want to see more of Gwen, and she is so strong, and I think she and Asriel would, I mean, okay, if you've read the bonus chapter, it's kind of, I feel like Sarah J. Maas is alluding that they're going to be together, because, like, they both love to sing, and his like, shadows, whatever things, were, like, calling to her, while Elaine was, like, repressing them. So I think that Gwen is gonna, like, accept him for who he is, and they're gonna be together. So yeah, I think this book, honestly, I don't think it's a 5 out of 5 for me. I think it's probably 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10. It was good, but there were just some points where, like, I feel like it could have been a little bit better. I mean, the book is so long, but I feel like I wanted more like that in fight scene. If we would have had a little less training and a little more fight scene at the end, I think I would have preferred that, but I know that this book is more of a character development redemption story book. So it's not really all about the action, but I think I just would have preferred a little bit more of a climax scene of like a big battle at the end. But yeah, that is this reading vlog for A Court of Silver Flames. I need to go back and tab the physical book because I found it was easier just to highlight and read on my Kindle app. So I'm gonna go back and do that, and I'm excited to put it on my shelf because they look so pretty. So yeah, that's the end of this reading vlog. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, have you read A Court of Silver Flame? I hope you have, because I just spoiled it for you. But let me know your favorite part of the book. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Hello, child. Hello, I'm trying to film a video. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. Freckles, why you do this? Why you do? I'm out of breath. This has been an adventure at the barn.